Dakota First. We continue our series highlighting veterans' voices in North Dakota now.
Tonight, KX News reporter Robert Sir talks to a vet responsible for saving the lives of the soldiers putting their own on the line.
Ever since he was a boy growing up in Carrington, North Dakota Army National Guard Colonel Todd Schaefer knew he wanted to serve our country.
As I was graduating high school, that was right in 1991, right in the first Iraq War, and just the kind of the pride you felt in how the American military served in that conflict. I just wanted to make sure I was a part of that and do my part to serve the country as well.
He would enlist during his first year of college at NDSU in early 1991, and in 2004 would volunteer to head to Iraq to provide medical care to the troops fighting for our freedom, a choice that at the time didn't sit well with his wife and family.
She was not pleased, but she understood. She knew that my heart was in the right place, and I just felt that if everybody else is doing their part, then there's no reason that I should not be able to, that I shouldn't lose the opportunity to be able to go over and take care of the soldiers that are really, doing the really hard work.
He spent several months as a battalion surgeon at Camp Victory in Baghdad, providing urgent care to the soldiers who needed it. He says experiencing the horrors of war for the first time was eye-opening. Soldiers
being shot, hit with a mortar, burned to beyond recognition. So things that, to this day, you think about it and you just think about the horrors of what there is. So for as glorious as people say, I volunteered for combat, I volunteered to go to war, you still see the downsides of it.
2 years later, in 2006, he was ordered back to serve another few months in Nasiriyah, in the southern part of Iraq. His number would be called again in 2010 and 2014, this time to Afghanistan. But between Afghan tours, he would head to Ghana for 3 weeks in 2011 as part of a training mission to assist Ghana's version of FEMA to provide urgent medical care. Another eye-opening experience.
Went out in these very indigent regions where they really have extreme lack of health care and got to see patients. We had a 5-year-old child who has never walked, crawled, spoke, opened their eyes. Obviously had a severe form of cerebral palsy. Mom brought him in and said, "You're from America. You can fix this, right?" So just things you just really can't do anything about.
He's now on the front lines fighting another invisible enemy, the coronavirus, which he says is just as challenging as a ground war.
When you have that kind of unseen enemy, that's certainly harder because then you can't say, there it is, here's your task, go accomplish it. We know what our task is in terms of fighting, COVID, the invisible enemy. We know what works and what doesn't work. But it's hard to really say we have these steps that don't work, now we need to implement them. But at the end of the day, we can't force people to do the things that need to be done.
Simply put, if we want to win this war, Colonel Todd Schaefer says, wear your mask. Reporting for KX News in Bismarck, I'm Robert Sir.
And Schaefer will not be the last in his family to serve, as his daughter and son-in-law are also currently in the military.